Hello there sexy PlayStation gamers, and welcome back to another pure PlayStation video review, and this time we've got Super Mega Baseball 3 on PS4. The Super Mega Baseball series from Metalhead Software has always taken a different approach to America's favourite pastime. While the name and visuals suggest an arcade style of play, the series packs a surprising amount of depth in its simulation. Yeah, it's not the MLB The Show levels of depth, sure, but it's damn close, and it manages to package it with the style and humour that the series is now known for. Before we go any further into this review, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons down below, helps us, and you get more stuff. Bargain, it's a win-win. Back to the review, cheers my dears. I'm familiar with the Super Mega Baseball franchise, and I'm happy to say that the third installment keeps all of what made the first two so fun while making significant additions to the gameplay and the game modes. Don't let the cartoony character models or silly player names fool you. There is a fun baseball simulator here, and it's got a ton of customization options. This includes an incredibly deep team logo customizing tool, also the uniforms, the players, their names, their caps, etc. However, the biggest example of customization is the ego meter. Just like the previous games, the ego meter is basically the difficulty. This goes from 0 to 99 and can be adjusted as a whole or individually for hitting, pitching, fielding and base running. This allows an overwhelming amount of control over the gameplay and ensures a difficulty level for virtually any baseball fan. But beware, set it to 99 and prepare to have your arse handed to you. The most important aspect of any game is in the gameplay, and Super Mega Baseball 3 is a joy to play. It's the kind of baseball game that feels natural to play right away. That's not to say it's too easy, in fact it can be insanely difficult with the wrong ego settings. But once you find your ego sweet spot, the pitching, hitting and fielding, they all just feel right. Each player has different strengths and abilities. For example, a starting pitcher may have 4 or 5 pitches that he or she can throw with precision, while your closer may only have 2 power pitches. But when you only need to get a couple of players out at the end of the game, an overpowering fastball is always going to be the best way to go. In addition, a power pitch and power hit is available, but your timing has to be just right. Whether you're pitching or hitting, your players are always going to be better at some things than they are at others, so keep an eye on your players' strengths and weaknesses, and beware of the dreaded slump. While the ego meter is similar to the last games, one welcome change is the base stealing mechanic. Instead of the base runner taking off at the pitch, now the runner will take off just as you press the button. Take off too soon and you'll find yourself in a pickle. Wait too long and a decent catcher will gun you down. To defend this blatant base thievery, you have a new pick-off move as the pitcher. It's easy to do with just the press of the directional pad that corresponds with the base, but the base runner automatically returns safely to the base unless they were trying to steal. It's a cool feature if you happen to guess when the base runner is going to attempt to steal, but I don't believe it's possible to catch a base runner napping or taking too big of a lead. There are plenty more additions and tweaks to the gameplay, such as pass balls and wild pitches, but my favourite new addition is the franchise mode. Exhibition, Season and Pennant Chase are still here, but the multi-season franchise mode is a great addition to the series and it's really my preferred way to play the game. The focus here is still the play on the field, but I like getting attached to my players. I mean, I'll still cut their arse if they aren't performing, because it's a business after all, but, you know, I like to get involved. Speaking of cutting players, it's weird that there isn't a trade option, but there is a large pool of free agent players that you can sign if you can fit the player's salary demands under your salary cap. You could focus on the younger, cheaper players and hope they improve with experience, or if your team is playing well, you might want to cut one of the bottom feeders on the roster and sign a big time player to push you over the top. It's not real money, so yeah, go nuts, spend it. The franchise mode also features some fun player development opportunities after the games as well, whether that's some black market supplements, some basic acupuncture, or a date with a celebrity. For a price, you can pay for a chance at a small increase to a player's stats. And as I mentioned before, you can't take fake video game money with you when you die, so spend it. If you have a family member to play with, You can now control 2 teams in the pennant chase or tournament mode. So each player controls their team versus the computer, and if you both advance, prepare for a family feud when you finally play against each other. There is online play of course, which works as you'd expect, and there's much less chance of getting punched in the nose. But you could get swatted, so My favourite part of any baseball game, going way back to the Bases Loaded series, is the fielding. Any opportunity to relive my Little League shortstop days is one I can't pass up, and Super Mega Baseball 3 is a blast to play defence. If you want to turn a double play or gun down a player trying to stretch a double into a triple, you better not hesitate. There is no arcadey fireball throw, power-ups or superhuman acts here, but rather just a smooth baseball game that walks the tightrope of fast-paced, accessible gameplay with enough customization to keep you playing for hours and hours. In my case, probably until Super Mega Baseball 4 comes out, I'll be playing this a lot. I played and enjoyed the second game, and the third game is better in every single way. I can't find any fault with the progression from Game 2 to Game 3. And if you like baseball, or if you're just looking for any type of sports on your TV right now, you can't really go wrong with Super Mega Baseball 3. It's good. And that brings us to the end of this review. First, I hope you're all well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you found the review to be useful. If you haven't already, please consider giving us a like and subscribing, and yeah, you'll get new videos when we put them out. You can find more news, reviews and other stuff over on our website, pureplaystation.com. But until next time, thanks for watching, thanks again, stay safe, stay sexy, and keep playing. Bye!